Students, today in this lecture we will discuss functions of ecosystem under paper ecology for BSc final year classes. Myself Dr. Satish Kumar, and in this functions of ecosystem I am going to discuss trophic levels, food chains, food web and ecological pyramids. Students, as I have already told you in the previous lecture, that ecosystem is a self-regulated and self-sustaining structural and functional unit of nature. In this there are two components, biotic components and abiotic components. They interact with each other. There is exchange of matter and energy between these two components. Ecosystem term was introduced by Tansley in 1935, and we have already discussed biotic components of the ecosystem as well as abiotic components of the ecosystem. In this lecture, ecosystem functions, one thing is clear, that all the components of an ecosystem function as a unit, and there are different processes that occur in the ecosystem. When I talk about trophic levels, trophic means food, levels of food energy. The different levels of group of organisms through which food energy passes, they are actually called trophic levels. When I denote trophic level by T, then the first trophic level is found by producers. T2 second trophic levels, it is constituted by herbivores. Primary carnivores, they form the third trophic level. Secondary carnivores, fourth trophic level. Top carnivores, they constitute fifth trophic level. And ultimately, decomposers, they form the sixth trophic level. It is practically observed that there are maximum possible 6 trophic levels in a food chain of an ecosystem. Food is not completely utilized by an organism of a trophic level. Some part of the food material is wasted. And it is also clear that large amount of energy is used in respiration to maintain metabolic activities. So, in an ecosystem, when the food energy passes from producers to top carnivores in a food chain, students, it is clear that the amount of the energy decreases from one trophic level to the next trophic levels. Now, I want to discuss about the food chain. As you know, chain means sequence, series of what? Series of trophic levels through which food energy passes. So food chain is a series or sequence of group of organisms, means trophic levels, through which food energy passes. It is generally straight, and there are maximum 6 trophic levels in a food chain. And one more characteristic of food chain is that there is unidirectional flow of energy. Students, flow of energy means from producers to top carnivores. The energy flow in one direction. And there is always decrease of energy from producers to top carnivores. In each trophic level, a lot of biomass is consumed in liberating energy. And what is the reason of the decrease of energy from one trophic level to next trophic level? Because the major part of the energy is lost in the form of heat at each trophic level of a food chain. And respiration also take place in the organisms. Types of food chains. One important type of food chain is grazing food chain. Grazing means to eat, and in grazing food chain one thing is clear, that producers, they take their energy mainly from the primary source, that is sun. And the grazing food chains, they are comparatively longer chains, and members of next trophic levels ingest the members or their parts of the previous trophic levels. There are three types of grazing food chains. One is grassland food chain, another aquatic food chain, and forest food chain. Grassland, as the name shows, that it occurs in the grassland area. And grassland food chain, one is shown in the figure, that producers forming the first trophic level are grasses. They are ingested by herbivores like zebra, and the top carnivore that ingest or prey on the zebra is lion. So there are three trophic level in this tropical grassland or savanna food chain. After the death of all the three trophic levels, termites, fungi, these are the decomposers or detrivores. They eat on the dead bodies or organic remains of all these type of organisms. Now the second type of grazing food chain is aquatic food chain. It occurs in water, and in water body, the producer forming the first trophic level, they are algae. Sea urchins, as herbivores or member of second trophic level, they ingest or they eat alga. And then third trophic level is found by the crab. Crab feed on sea urchins. Likewise, in a food chain, there is squid. It eats on crab, and spotted dolphin, it preys squid, and likewise the top carnivores is tiger, shark. So there is a food chain that occurs in oceans mainly, that is aquatic food chain. And third food chain is forest food chain. Here in this figure, as shown in the slide, is the temperate deciduous forest food chain. And in this food chain, likewise other food chains, there is a series of trophic levels, and starting from producers here shown like grasses, and it is preyed upon or ingested by herbivores, then omnivores, carnivores, and top carnivores. And after the death of all these members of different trophic levels, they are decomposed by the decomposers. So such type of food chain occurs in the forest. Now, second type of food chain is detritus food chain. Detritus is the remains of parts or dead bodies that are generally in the soil, and that are eaten or feed on by detrivores. So in this chain, primary source of energy is dead organic matter called detritus, and mainly detritus, as I have earlier told you, detritus comprises fallen leaves and dead bodies of animals. Detrivores feed on detritus which further consumed by detritus consumers, small carnivores and large carnivores in a chain. In this figure of detritus food chain, there are the dead leaves which are eaten by woodlouse, and that is further eaten by the blackbird. Likewise, in other chain, there is detritus by primary detritus feeder and secondary detritus feeder. Here, earthworm function as the primary detritus feeder, and mouse and some other organisms that feed on earthworm, they function as the secondary detritus feeder. So detritus food chain, it is necessary for mineralization or a recycling of the matter. So in nature, the food chains plays a very important role. They are necessary for a strong ecosystem. Now we are discussing food web. Food web means network of food sources or network of food chains which become interconnected at various trophic levels so as to form a number of feeding connections among us different organisms of a biotic community. So one thing is clear, that it is not straight, it is not in a series like food chain. There are interconnected food chains. So in characteristics, the first point is no food chain is independent, means all food chains are interconnected. And food web consists of a number of food chains interlinked at various trophic levels. Again, I am telling you that it is not straight, it forms a network as shown in the figure. It is more real than food chain. Students, in a strong ecosystem, there is food web at place of food chains. So food web is more real than food chain. It provides polyphagy, means provides a number of alternate food sources to consumers, and it is necessary for the survival of the different organisms in nature. There are two types of food web shown in the figure. One is terrestrial food web that occurs on earth, like on grasses. There are grasses function as the source of food for rabbits, squirrels, mice, seed-eating birds, as well as herbivores, insects. Likewise, rabbit are eaten by foxes as well as hawks, owls. Likewise, squirrels may eaten by foxes and hawks. So there are different organisms. They are interconnected with different sources of food, as well as they are eaten by different organisms or animals of next trophic levels. So this type of network it is occurring on the earth is terrestrial food web. Now a network of food chain also occur in aquatic medium, like in oceans or other water bodies. So that is aquatic food web, like shown in the figure. So what is the importance of food web? Food web provides alternate source of food to members of a population at a trophic level. So it increases the chances of survival. When I say that human being is best adapted organism on earth, why? Because human being is omnivores and it has the different sources of food, so it has the maximum chances of survival. Top carnivores have the minimum chances of survival because the available food for the top carnivores is least. So in a food web, another importance is that it keeps the populations of different species nearly constant, because one type of organism eaten by different groups of different trophic levels. So the population of that particular group of organisms or population in a trophic level is controlled. So food web is essential for stability of constant ecosystem. More food webs, more strong is the ecosystem. The strength of the ecosystem depends upon the strength of the food web. Now we move to the last topic of this lecture, ecological pyramid. Students, as you know that there is pyramid of Egypt. Pyramid is a type of structure having the broader base and narrow apex. So they are special structure found in Egypt. So that pyramid term has been taken from that particular shape. So in nature, particularly in the ecosystem, when we consider the different criteria like number, biomass, energy, and in different food chains, then they form the different type of pyramids. The graphic representation of an ecological parameter like number of individuals, biomass, and energy in various trophic levels of a food chain, with producers forming the base and top carnivores at apex, it will be called an ecological pyramid. This type of ecological pyramid was developed by Charles Elton in 1927 and also called Eltonian pyramids. The different shape of ecological or Eltonian pyramid, they may be upright. Upright means the base is broader and apex is narrow. Egyptian pyramid are generally upright pyramid. If it is opposite, that is having the narrow base and becoming broader towards the tip, then such type of pyramid will be called inverted pyramid. And the third type of pyramid is spindle shaped. Spindle shaped means both base and tip are narrow, but in the middle they are broader. On the basis of ecological pyramid parameters, there are three types of pyramids: pyramid of number, pyramid of biomass, and pyramid of energy. Now, the first type, pyramid of number. When we consider number of individuals and move in a food chain from producer to top carnivores, and the different trophic levels shown as a rectangular shaped structure according to the number, producers at the base, and top carnivores forming the apex, then The different shapes of pyramids are observed in the case of number. So I am again discussing its definition. Pyramid of number. It is a graphic representation of the number of individuals per unit area of various trophic levels stepwise, with producers being kept at the base and top carnivores kept at the tip. In most of the food chains, pyramid of numbers is upright, mainly in grassland food chain and pond food chain. But in case of food chain occurring on a tree, there is observed spindle shaped pyramid also. In forest ecosystem, there is also spindle shaped pyramid have been observed. Inverted type of pyramid of numbers has been observed in parasitic food chain. Generally, there is hyperparasitism, means parasite on parasite. So there are the two figures shown in this slide. Figure A, it is grassland food chain. Producers are maximum in number when we count the grasses in a unit area. In unit area, the number of grasses are maximum, so forming a large rectangle, and it forms the base. As compared to the grasses, number of insects in that particular unit area, they are less in number, so size of rectangle will be comparatively smaller. Herbivores, second trophic level, that is comparatively smaller rectangle, and then third trophic level in grassland food chain constituted by frogs, birds, etc. They are comparatively less in number, and in that particular unit area, hawks or other birds forming the top carnivores, they are even more or less in number. So here is clear that in this pyramid, base is broader and apex is narrow. The rectangle size decreases from base to the apex. So this type of pyramid are called upright pyramids. Opposite of this pyramid is inverted pyramid. For example, in parasitic food chain, there is a tree, and a food chain occurring on that tree is a tree food chain. Tree is 1 in number, forming the producer narrow. On tree there are 10 or 20 birds, so herbivores are more in number, so rectangle size will be larger as compared to the single tree, forming the second trophic level birds. Lice or bugs parasitic on birds, they will forming the more larger area of the rectangle. Likewise, flies and microbes are parasitic on lice or bugs, hyperparasites, they will constitute more larger size rectangle. So it is shown in the figure, base is narrow and apex is broader. Such type of hyperparasitism, birds parasite on trees, lice or bugs parasite on birds, and flies and microbes, they are parasite on lice or bugs. So in this type of parasitic food chain, the pyramid of number is inverted. Third type of pyramid also occur in pyramid of numbers, that is spindle shaped, and it occurs on a tree, and example is shown here. that on a tree there are many birds or insects. Snakes eating on these birds are comparatively less in number. Foxes, lizards, they also prey on the insects, birds, etc. They are comparatively less in number. And lion, tiger, they prey on the foxes, they eat on the foxes particularly, forming the top carnivores. They are even more or less in number. So, base and apex of such type of pyramid is narrow, while the trophic levels that are in between, they are having the more number of individuals, they will form the broader middle area. So such type of pyramid is spindle shaped pyramid. So students, all the three types of pyramids occur for the ecological parameter numbers. Now I want to discuss pyramid of biomass. Biomass means living matter. The amount of living matter is called biomass. It may be measured as fresh or after keeping in oven, and weight can be taken of the dry matter. So there are the two type of biomass, fresh as well as of dry weight. Pyramid of biomass is a graphic representation of biomass present sequence wise per unit area of different trophic levels, with producers at the base and top carnivores at the tip. Pyramid of biomass is more real than pyramid of numbers, because in biomass there is the living matter, but in case of the number there is only counting of the number of individuals of a population. Pyramid of biomass is upright for terrestrial food chain and it is inverted for the aquatic food chains. So let's have a look on both type of pyramids. Here in this figure, the figure A, in a grassland ecosystem or in a grassland food chain, the pyramid is upright. When I talk about a particular unit area, suppose there is 1 meter square area, the biomass is grasses will be more, or comparatively you can say maximum in that area. The biomass of rabbits or rats or mice feeding on the grasses, they will constitute comparatively less biomass of that particular unit area. Snakes, lizards, they feeding on rats, etc. They will be comparatively having less biomass, and birds coming on that unit area will have comparatively even more less biomass. So biomass in a grassland food chain decreases from producers to the top carnivores. But in pond ecosystem, or you can say in an aquatic body, the phytoplankton of unit area comparatively have less biomass as compared to zooplankton that feed on phytoplanktons. Zooplanktons no doubt are many in number, but biomass is comparatively less than the small fishes of that unit volume or area in an aquatic body. Likewise, some larger fishes no doubt will be less in number, but having the more biomass as compared to the smaller fishes. So, biomass, or you can say living matter of the organisms of a trophic level, it will increase from producers to the top carnivores. So such type of food chain is inverted food chain or inverted pyramid of biomass. The last pyramid, that is pyramid of energy, as according to the law of thermodynamics, there is transformation of energy from one form to another, but there is continuously loss of energy when it goes from one source to the next source. Why it is lost? Generally observed that it is lost in the form of heat. It is lost due to respiration of the different individuals of a population. So the pyramid of energy is always upright, because the producers having the maximum energy, and when in a food chain, when we go from producers to the top carnivores, the energy decreases. So let's define the pyramid of energy. It is a graphic representation of amount of energy trapped per unit time and area in different trophic levels of a food chain, with producers forming the base and top carnivores the tip. Energy content is expressed generally in kilocalorie per meter square per year. So here we have shown that unit area and unit time. It may be expressed kilojoule per meter square per year. So again, for students, producers always have the maximum energy content and it decreases to next trophic levels. So hence pyramid of energy is always upright. According to Linneman, there is 10% law, means the energy goes in the form of biomass energy or different form, is generally transferred 10% to the next trophic levels. Suppose there is 100% in the primary producer, it will be 10% in primary consumers, 1% in secondary consumers, 0.1% in the third level consumer, and 0.01% in the top consumers. So energy, no doubt, primary source is sun. Producers take the energy from sun, but it's transferred to the next trophic levels. Its percentage transferred in next trophic level is generally 10%. Trees forming the primary producers, suppose they are having the 100% energy of this trophic level is 100%. In the next it will be transferred 10%. Where goes 90%? 90% is lost generally in the form of heat or consumed in the form of respiration by the individuals of that population or trophic levels. Next trophic level, it will become 1%, and up to the top it will become 0.1%. So pyramid, no doubt, always upright. So there are some limitations of ecological pyramids also, because ecological pyramids are based on food chains, but I have already told you that in nature or in a well balanced strong ecosystem, there are generally food webs occur. Second limitation is that a single species may operate at 2 or more trophic levels. So ecological pyramids have no method of accommodating such cases. So when we talk about the food web, that a single source of food may be eaten by 2 or more than 2 alternate sources of the next trophic level. So ecological pyramids have no place for detrivores and decomposers though they play a vital role in ecosystem. We know that mineralization and nutrient cycling, they are mainly initiated or they depend on detrivores or decomposers. So when in a pyramid there are not detrivores or decomposers, that no have main importance ecologically. So let's discuss the important questions that are asked in exams, and students, you have to solve these questions in your notebook. Question number 1, what is trophic level? Why there are maximum 6 trophic levels in a food chain? Second question, what is a food chain? Explain the type of food chain that exists in a pond. Third question, why is food web more stable than food chain? Discuss the importance of food web. Fourth question, why are the pyramids referred to as upright or inverted? Explain. And the last question, explain the pyramid of biomass with the help of examples. So I think you have taken the knowledge of this topic. Thank you.